Dear friends, 369 days of war. The Bakhmut battle is now almost 208 days, and despite all odds, it is still holding. Kromiev or Kromov or Kromovi, roads have become muddy and it is extremely difficult to use them. And Ukrainian forces in Bakhmut have very limited supply route either through field or air for next 3 to 5 days unless tactically they improve their situations. And there is information, unconfirmed though, that Ukrainian army have launched some counter-offensive towards Yahidne, Bakhmut and towards Paraskivka direction. What will the effect and what is the outcome of that is still not known if it is really done. In the meantime, Denis Pushilin has said, summing up the situation in Bakhmut, that Wagner PMC is fighting in almost center of the city and practically all approaches to the city are under Russian forces control. As per earlier report, in north of Bakhmut, PMC was moving southwest and south from Bakhmut and Yahidne towards Bakhmut. And in East Bakhmut, PMC is only 300 meters before crossing the left bank of Bakhmutka river. In southwest, Russian troops are assaulting on Ivanivsk or Krasnoye. That attack has started, though the Ukrainian forces have claimed that they have nullified the attack. In this direction, the Russian troops have recaptured some of the position on Bakhmut-Konstantivka highway. Chasiv Yar as such is free from Russian attacks and Ukrainian forces are continuing building their defense as second line of defense in case Bakhmut falls. In short, even as per the pro-Ukrainian channels, the situation in Bakhmut for the Ukrainian troops is very difficult and in war and attrition, they are losing much more than the Russian forces. In other parts of eastern Ukraine, Avdiivka battle is on for Krasnohorivka and Nevelskoye. Maryinka Russian forces have gained some small piece of lands. In Ugledar, the Ukrainian controlled dachas are being assaulted by the Russian forces. In south, there is nothing special except that artillery counter attacks are continuing from both the sides and Russian forces are increasing their reserves in Vasilivka as well as Gulyai Pol in Zaporizhia direction. In north, the Ukrainian forces are continuing shelling towards Belgorod and even in Kursk direction where they have damaged the power supply line in Alexievka village. In Crimea direction, the Russian assault continuing towards the forest of Torsky, Makiivka and even in northwest of Swatovo, though Ukrainians have claimed to nullify or repulse the attacks. Today early morning, Russian drones attacked in Kiev the Ukrainian military targets. This is the general report from the war zone, and only one thing I would like to add here, that in Dubovo Vasilivka, that is northwest of Bakhmut, where Russians were controlling, is contested by the Ukrainian forces. In the meantime, there had been huge rallies against NATO and their countries' participation in the war in France, Germany and in many other parts of European countries, small or big, including Moldova. How effective will be these protests against their warmongering governments is yet to be seen. In the meantime, Netanyahu has said that settlement will continue to be built in Palestinian West Bank and there will not be any freeze despite all the resistance. And that's all from my side for the day. Thank you, friends.